Alright, so since the audio quality is running smoothly, let's get on with this review, recap, and standings of days 7 through 9 of the G1 Climax from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, day 7, we're back to the A block. And this was slightly better than day 5. Just still not where A block's still not where they need to be. You had Togi Makabe defeating Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Match was alright. It was a solid match, nothing special. I mean, of course Makabe's going undefeated right now. Well, for day 7 at least. Fuck Tenzan getting the win to try to go further with this whole one last tournament run shit that they decide to do. They're not even fully invested into it. Why'd you even fucking put Tenzan in the damn tournament if you're not even gonna fucking go all the way with that shit? Whatever. Then you have Sonata defeating Goto. This is a pretty good match. Sonata and Goto, this is like their first match, to my knowledge, like singles match. Pretty sure that. Yeah, it's Sonata going for the skull in twice, but Goto was able to get out. But Sonata was able to put him away with the moonsault for a 3 count. Nice to see Sonata still has the moonsault as a finisher. Then you have the best match on the card for day 7. Tomohiro Ishii defeating Naomichi Marufuji. It was really fun to watch these guys go at it. Marufuji just chopping the shit out of Ishii, and Ishii's selling that shit as usual. Where you'd either fire back with a forearm or a knife edge chop. It's just nice to see Marufuji in this tournament. It's nice to see Ishii get his win, because you know Ishii's gonna bring it. And Marufuji, he brought it here as well. This is the best match on the card. You had Okada defeating Tama Tonga. Yeah, it was solid, but just didn't really see anything from Okada. Really didn't see anything from Tama Tonga either. I mean, Tama Tonga, he's just been boring to watch. You really don't. There's really not much to say about Tama Tonga's matches. Hey, none of them have been memorable. You'd think that with a guy like Tanahashi, Tama Tonga would really have a good match. But it's not even that good. I think with guys like Tanahashi and Okada, Tama Tonga will really have a good showing. He really hasn't. And then the main event, Hiroshi Tanahashi defeats Bad Luck Fale to end his losing streak. This was a good match. Don't really expect much since you have Fale. Not the greatest worker, but he does fine for what it is. Did a good job working over Tanahashi's shoulder. Tanahashi did a good job selling. Where they really had a lot of suspense to maybe Fale's going to make Tanahashi go 0-4. But at the end, they had Tanahashi, what was it? I think it was a roll-up? I think he had like a roll-up or a backslide for a 3 count. It was their way of protecting Fale and still keeping Tanahashi strong. Then Tanahashi, after the match, cuts his promo thanking the fans. And then he does his whole air guitar celebration. And then that's the end of the show. So overall, this G1, it was solid. 7 out of 10. Nothing really to write home about. Not like one of the best. It was never the best show. A Block is just. It was slightly better than Day 5, but it's still not where the A Block needs to be. So that's been the A Block for Day 7. Day 8, we go on to the B Block. And I'll say this. Day 8, it's not just the best day for the B Block. That was the best day out of the tournament so far. I mean, you start off with the worst match on the card, which was a shitty match. Toru Yano defeating Tomoaki Honma. I mean, really? You have Honma lose to Yano of all people. What the fuck? Yano has done nothing for this tournament. He's a fucking bum. He's not funny. He can't fucking wrestle. Like, this was just a stupid decision. There's so many guys. You could have had Juice Robinson in the damn tournament. Rather have Juice Robinson. To where if he was to face Honma, it would have been a pretty good match. But nope. Gedo just had to have Toru Yano in there. Fuck that match. Just skip it. Then you get Yoshihashi defeating Evil. This is a really good match. Evil and Yoshihashi having really good chemistry. Hopefully I'd like to see more matches between these guys in the future. And you give them a little bit more time. I think these guys could pull off a match 4 stars and above. This is really close to 4 stars. Just didn't quite have enough time. You know, Yoshihashi pretty much doing the power bomb, going into a bridge for a 2 count, and then hits like a senton. Then he ended up putting away Evil with Karma for the 3 count. So Yoshihashi, he grabs himself a couple more points. Then we get to Katsuhiko Nakajima and Yuji Nagata. Now this was a fucking awesome match. These guys smacking the shit out of each other. Like every kick that Nakajima laid in, like it sounded nasty every time it made contact. And Nagata, he had some kicks of his own that sounded good when they made contact. But Nakajima, this guy's a beast in the ring. I like what I've seen from him so far. Hopefully we get like another match between him and Nagata, as well as him and Shibata, especially him and Shibata. Hey, you could be never openweight championship or not on the line. I'd like to see another match between those two. So I think these guys, given more time, these guys could possibly put on a 5-star match. And Nakajima just ended up bodying Nagata with the penalty kick, and he then hits the brainbuster to pick up the win. Really good match from these guys. And when you go from that to Michael Elgin defeating Kenny Omega, this was a great match as well. I mean, you did have Takahashi, but he only interfered like before the bell rang. Afterwards, you didn't see Takahashi ever again. So you ended up getting a clean finish. Really like that. You didn't have the whole fucking Super Elgin. You made Omega look strong while also making Elgin look strong. And then you had a point in the match where they were using each other's finishers, and that shit was hilarious. Seeing Omega hit an Elgin bomb. Hey, Omega, he's really strong for his size to be able to pick up Elgin like that. And then you had Elgin hit the One Wing Angel. And it was nice to see that. To me, This was better than the ladder match at Dominion, where it was just both these guys going out there putting on a good match, both of them looking strong. You didn't have a whole lot of interference. I really liked that. And then you had the main event, Katsuyori Shibata defeating Tetsuya Naito. Naito, throughout the match, would end up working on the taped shoulder of Shibata. He would also go after the knee. It was a strategy that way. The penalty kick wouldn't be as effective, and Shibata couldn't have as much grip with the sleeper hold. But Shibata, surprisingly, like the end of the match, like normally he would put his opponent in the sleeper hold and then he would let go and hit the penalty kick. But instead, he held on to the sleeper hold, and you have Naito fucking pass out. And that was the match, and you still had Shibata holding on. It's like he really wanted to fucking kill Naito. And I really like that how he sold that. In my opinion, Shibata and Naito, match of the night. And this show, day 8, I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. Like, the only match that you really don't need to watch is Yano and Homa. Like, fuck that match. But the rest of the card, I recommend you see those 4 matches. Jesus. Like, B Block has been on their game throughout the tournament. And that's what I like. Like, even though they're not as stacked as the A Block, they still put more effort than the A Block's been putting up. So, here's the updated standings for the B Block. You got Nakajima and Nagata tied for first place with 6 points. Behind them are Elgin, Omega, Shibata, Naito, Homa, and Yoshihashi with 4 points. And then at tied for last is Evil and Toru Yano with 2 points. So that's been the B Block. Which, salute to them. Because A Block, we're about to shit on A Block right now. We get to day 9. This is definitely the worst fucking show of the tournament. Yeah, Tama Tonga defeating Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah, still haven't seen anything from Tonga. It was slightly better than what he's usually been doing in the G1, but not by a whole lot. Ishii was carrying him, which has been the story of the fucking G1 with Tama Tonga, with the exception of Makabe and Tenzan, because those matches just fucking sucked. Like, Tama Tonga, this year he sucked. There hasn't been a match to really look at where you look at it, it's like, oh man, that was good. Tama Tonga had a really good performance. Like, what the fuck, man? Need to see that explosive offense from Tama Tonga. I'd rather see Tama Tonga work like a fast-paced style in this whole slow-paced match. I don't think it was a very good idea to put him in this G1. It's funny, because really thinking about it, he's really a junior heavyweight. And so is Shibata. But with Shibata, it works because of the way he wrestles. Like Tama Tonga, like with the way Shibata wrestles, it's believable that he can go with the heavyweights. Tama Tonga, like he doesn't really seem all that imposing. But, going on a tangent. So then you have Bad Luck Fale defeat Sonata. It was solid. Sonata doing his thing, Fale doing his thing. Fucking hilarious watching him kick the ring announcer. The ring announcer should just get the fuck out of the ring every time Fale comes in. Because every time he announces Fale's name, Fale just walks up and just either punches him, pushes him down, or just kicks him. That shit never gets old. Salute to Fale, man. Hey, he's been having solid performances. And nothing great. It's just been consistently good. Sonata, it's good to see Sonata being booked better in New Japan than he was in TNA. The whole Great Sonata thing where it's a shitty parody of Muda. And hopefully we get some really good matches. I hope Sonata and Marufuji, whenever they meet in the G1, hopefully that match turns out great. And it should. You have Naomichi Marufuji defeat Togi Makabe, which finally fucking Makabe lost. Cause this shit of him going undefeated, fucking horse shit. Guy's fucking garbage. Marufuji was able to carry him to a solid match. Which doesn't really say a lot. Makabe, he's washed. Get the fuck out of here. You have Okada defeating Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Match was pretty good. Tenzan doing his whole last run, but I guess New Japan decided, never mind with that whole Tenzan going on like a fucking crazy run. We'll have him job to Makabe, and then we're going to have him job to Okada. Well, Okada is understandable because Okada's the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. You got to make him look strong, so. But Tenzan couldn't have beaten Makabe. Y'all couldn't have had Tenzan go over Makabe. Just saying. Tenzan being the face, and then Okada being a little bit heelish. It was a good match. Tenzan did all he could to avoid the Rainmaker, but at the end, Okada was able to get him with it. Then we get Tanahashi defeating Haruki Goto. It was a pretty good match. Disappointing. I think these guys could have went further. I was expecting at least a 4 out of 5, but we're gonna end up getting a 3.5 out of 5. So Tanahashi does the same thing he did after the main event with Day 5. Does a celebration, plays air guitar, he's taking the fans, pretty much high-five on all of them. And that's the end of the show. This is a 6 out of 10. Like, what the fuck? A Block is just... Damn. A Block's been taking so many L's. It's just sad. B Block is just killing them every fucking show they do. Well, with the exception of like the first show, which the first show A Block put it down. B Block didn't have quite as good a showing. But after that, B Block was dominating them. And Day 8 is definitely better than Day 1. So yeah. But we're going to get to the updated standings. for the A block. So we have a tie for first place with Okada and Makabe at 8 points. Then we have a tie for second, Ishii and Tamatonga with 6 points. And then you have Tanahashi, Marufuji, Fale, Goto, Sonata, and Tenzan with 4 points. So yeah, that's been days 7 through 9 of the G1. B block, very great job from the B block. A block, y'all really need to step it up, because these shows are just not going to cut it. You got to do better than that if you're going to fucking make the fans. What the fuck? You got to do better than that. So, let's see something. Really thinking about days 7 through 9 as a whole. As a whole, I'm going to give days 7 through 9 a solid 7 out of 10. The A block was really dragging it down. B block was holding it down. B block really put it down. So I'm really looking forward to how much better they could do. This might be the best show of the tournament period, day 8. Because I'm not sure how the B block's gonna even fucking top that. I highly doubt the A block will do anything to top day 8. Because A block, their peak was day 1, sadly. But unless A block really does something for tomorrow, because they can still put on a great show tomorrow if they can. Actually, no, B block's on tomorrow. What am I saying? B block's tomorrow, so really looking forward to seeing what the B block's gonna be for tomorrow. A block, they're gonna be back on August 3rd. So it's gonna be a 2-day break. A block really needs to fucking show something. Because right now, they haven't done shit outside of day 1. Because I really hope they do something. They really try to go for it. Because there's really no excuse for the dip in quality of the shows they've been putting on. B block, they've been consistently good, and they even fucking went even further with day 8. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how well the rest of the days for the B block are. A block, I'm not as excited. I hope they do something to change that soon, though. So that has been days 7 through 9 of the G1 Climax. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe for more coverage, so that way you can get the coverage of the G1 Climax. So hopefully this video goes up on YouTube and the audio quality runs smoothly, as well as it did on the test video. If not, we're just gonna have to retry. So hope you all have a great night, and I'll catch y'all down the road. Peace out.